Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 25 of our Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. Ooh, last and green. In today's episode, we are here to do battle against yet another bunch of ogres that comes traipsing through our beautiful Cathayan Valley. This is actually the Tyrant Arsbelcher Rog. He has moved his Noblars and Iron Guts on into what looks to be a pretty nasty ambush for him. Although the terraces up here are actually giving our crane guns quite a few issues with line of sight. We're trying to set them up that way they can fire over the tops of our troops, but we may have to move them forward. If these ogres rush around, we'll have some issues, but we're going to try to kind of funnel them between these two geographical blockers here. We will see how well that works. We've got the cannons set up a little ways. If he decides to rush on over towards them, I'll have the crowmen surrounding them from behind, and then Pingland can get them with some ward save. Let's get this battle going. We're going to have cannons immediately start tearing into him. Everyone else looks to be like they are going to keep moving on by. And not possibly lose. Look at all the ogres. What do you mean we can't possibly lose? That is a on. Go ahead and drop down a meteorite right here as they move in. I want you to move to stop the Iron Guts. Go ahead and blast a Jade Lion Breath through those Noblars. And then we can also just go ahead and throw the Jade Shield onto the Lion while he does battle with the ogres there. All crossbows, your job is to focus fire the Tyrant. A few of them got in on our drum, give it some help. And they got straight in on the back line. We go for a lightning bolt on another one in the middle of these nasty group of ogres. The line is going to have to hold for now. Pull the Jet Lion back, and we'll scoot the other Jade Warriors up. And you guys can just move in and help out with the Ogre Bulls there. And as long as you're ripping shots at whoever you can hit, that's all I care about. Nice. Is the Tyrant down yet? I don't see him anywhere. Hopefully we were able to drag him down quickly. Roman go after the fleeing Noblars, would rather than not come back. And then we can go for a Wall of Wind and Fire, is probably not useful. First of the Midnight Wind we can drop down. All of these ogres and gorgers here. Just let the spears do their work. All crossbows, we're going to switch you over to dealing with the gorgers. They've got very low armor. Same thing with you archers. Those gorgers are your target. Stop wiggling around and chasing fools. Spearmen are kind of scattered all over the place. And yep, we've got ogres fleeing as well. That should be pretty well the end of this battle. Well done, Cathayans. Throw some fire down the line, and then as soon as that activates, we can go for heals, which I completely forgot that you had a bound Earthblood. You and the Astromancer both. Awesome. When ogres have low armor, let's see how much damage we get. So little you can't even see it. Fair enough. Barbecued ogres are not really a thing. Blast this through that group as well, just for a little bit more chip damage. Maybe we'll see them flee a bit faster. Pull the drum back. The Gorgers have decided they despise drums. Free performers are not their friends. Now come back and try to hunt down as many of those. Wow, the spearmen are so spread out. Some of these guys are over here. Give them a poke on your way by. Or not. I mean, I probably would just let the ogre flee as well. He's not looking at you. Yeah, these are just trappers that I guess went around way wide. Thank goodness our crane guns and Jet Lion held the line. Poor eyesight, we completely missed what was going on down there. We'll try to hunt down as many of these Noblars as are left. For the lovely battle captives, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Well, you've belched your last, sir. He fell on his way. Actually, he did. He got taken down by the crossbows. Took down 8 of our spearmen in the process, but all in all, a fantastic victory. Even the drum got a little bit of blood in the battle there. We are going to go ahead and venerate, though, for that massive amount of replenishment.
We will treat them then.
And Avalorn has attacked the Daughters of the Forest. Oh no. So now we have to choose between the High Elves and Mama Stanky? Who is stronger? That is hardly a Wow, that's a problem, because Mother Estankia is directly to our north. Meanwhile, Avalorn is over here with... You know what? We're going to go ahead and betray Avalorn. And join on the side of the Daughters of the Forest. Or just not join Avalorn.
What honor you do me with this embassy?
Well, hello, Marcus. Our reliability has dropped to very low. It was going to either way there, since we were going to have to betray an ally. What are you waiting to, for the end times? No, I just don't need any more wars. The Bow Rattlers have come on over to the Jade Court. I noticed that we had actually left him in March stance in the previous turn, and I was hoping that we were going to get on out of there unscathed. That definitely does not seem to be the case. We've still got Mathlin's Blessing for 25% extra physical resistance, so we should be able to at least hold the line for a moment. Not against the Blackworks at all, but we do outrange the Rock Labas. Oh, no, we don't. It's an exact equal. Quite the battle then. Onward. So as long as we do this correctly, the only units we should have any kind of fear of is going to be the Giants. Where to deploy? Are there any kind of blockers in the center here we can use to kind of clump the enemy around? These houses would work. We would be then giving up the high ground here. But I don't think we would have the time to take it anyway. So let's kind of use the houses and all the farmland as kind of a clumper for the enemy that we can use our firing rockets on. Have them set up. We have the pump wagons, but I believe with combination of Jet Lion and the Jade Lion and the Jade Lancers here, we should have no problem hunting them down. I want to be able to coat the enemy in rockets as they come around that corner there.
The celestial faithful. Rocket battery.
Like so, we've got our Empire crossbows that will not have any actual benefits from the Harmony. Kind of stay away from the forest trees a little bit, though. The enemy can kind of get bogged in there. How much range do we have on these guys comparatively? 168 on the Jade Warriors. Let's have the Jade Warriors on the flank. We have the crane guns over here. Wanting to have a bit of an angle. Because the rock lavas are going to be a problem. They're going to start throwing stuff at us as soon as they can. We can convince them, though, that Sky Lanterns are a better target for them. We might be able to do something. I'm going to have the Sky Lanterns deployed very far forward. They'll likely take a lot more damage than normal, but I think it's fine. Bunches of archers. Go ahead and pull you.
Wind and fire.
You more central.
Stone and steel. Stone and steel.
Bit more of a box. We can have peasant spears.
Praise the dragons.
Don't quite have enough front line. That's concerning. Our magistrate is not going to be a front line.
The celestial faithful.
We do what we must, though.
Peasant spearmen.
Spears up front.
Zenjang's faithful.
Any kind of flanks are going to be very difficult to cope with just because of the lack of front line we have here. That may be actually what does us in. So we're going to want to be very aggressive with those pump wagons. I'm going to have the Jade Lion up front to kind of try to kite the enemy artillery. Lances as well. This is as spooky as it gets. So we'll go gunpowder units. All of our archers. Front line, and then just the toolbox of lads. Fair enough, and we do have the inspired marksmanship. We'll definitely want to be giving that either to the crane guns or our firing rocket.
Praise the dragons.
Right then.
Rocket battery.
Let's get it. You, I definitely want keeping the enemy, so they do have actually some archers with the wolf chariot, so let's go ahead and pull you on back. Pump wagons appear to have some kind of ammunition. Foolish rocks. Lance is coming forward. Try to lure them into a crossfire of our lamps here. Rain gun shots are pretty nasty. Not get hit by any rocks. There you go. Beautiful. Not what we want the firing rockets to be firing at, though. So you guys wait. We'll scoot everyone forward a bit. Go ahead and dive in. Keep scooting back. Alright, now pull a little ways behind there. Try to draw them back towards the enemy, or towards our own troops. Take down those pump wagons. You guys come on through. You go after the wolf chariots. Keep ripping shots where you can. We're going to have the fire rain rockets go ahead and eliminate this group of biggins. And then hold fire. You go ahead and stop them cold, please. Spears, move sideways. Keep fleeing. You two move over to help. We're really going to need it. Try to catch them, otherwise we're going to be in some serious trouble. Start dealing with the Lord there. Try and get away from the big boss. Perfect. Working out every single bowman. Stone trolls. Ah, they've got right on through. They did make a gap. Move some spearmen over. Rain guns are going to take an absolute whooping. You guys keep on scooting back. Same thing here with you there, Jade Lion. Throw the fire through and run. It's about to get real spicy. You keep launching shots at the giant. Everyone focus on the giant. Well, the firing rockets haven't been firing. That was a complete blunder on my side there. Actually struggling quite a bit against those Night Goblin Squig Hoppers. Start blanketing them. That giant is nearly down. But the front line's gone. Keep blanketing them in doom. Doesn't matter how point blank it has to be. Crane guns, pull away. Don't let the Squig Hoppers run. Start ripping shots at the giant. You guys all turn and fire onto this group of Black Orcs. Some serious damage. Go ahead and come on through. We're going to send you after the Rock Lobber. Shots at the giant. You over here can come on over here and start ripping shots at the same giant. Speaking of, giant is in fighting our fire rain rockets. That's not great. You guys head on around. Let's go for extra reload on these guys here. Come on there. Because we're in March, we lose this one if everyone goes down. Don't stop. If you stop, we fail. You guys are going to have to spread out a little bit. No, it's not time to flee yet. Don't get hit by the dragon, or the giant. Same basic principle, don't get hit by the great big beastie. Here's, come on up, we've got to have some blockers. Deal with that Lord real quick. Fire rain rockets, these Black Orcs have to go. Their artillery's down. Although this expedition is going to be looking like going the same way as Yen Yen's. See if we can't get around the enemy units. Run around and try to save the fire rain rocket. We really need them to keep shooting. It's not over yet. Hammer and anvil there. Keep shooting at the giant, both of you. Off of guard mode, shoot at the giant. Oh, he got hit. These guys are gonna have to flee. Go ahead and withdraw. Peasant spears, come on back. Lances, come away. And the rock llamas are gone. Just chase them fully off. Deal with this giant. Come on. You turn firing at him. Help out with the, I guess, the bravest firing rockets ever. They decided they're staying. Alright, the big boss is almost gone. They do have bonus versus large, but they were not braced. Hopefully that will help us out quite a bit. Pulled away. This is nasty. Alright, the giant's down. Alright, now we switch to pull you guys away. Deal with these black orcs, and we've got them. Pull away, spearmen move on in. Sweet, that giant's gonna flee. And there's the victory. Against all odds. Now let's see if they have 3 more armies waiting in the wings. I am going to chase down as many of these greenskins as possible. I will see you all in a moment. Well, against all odds, John manages to survive without taking too many losses either. Mostly all to our long spears. The crane guns got a little bit savaged, and we lost a few of our firing rockets, but we can replenish that up, no problem. It's not this turn, but maybe in a few.
They have a use of score.
Oh, another battle. They've come on down to throw the gauntlet against Peng Bo. Where is Zhao Ming? Intriguing. I don't actually think this is a fight that we could win. Simply because they've got several units of cavalry and some pretty nasty Gore Beast chariots. We'll retreat. We'll let Zhao Ming come on over.
We are outmanned.
You know, at least Zhao could turn into a dragon and throw down with huge groups of cavalry, no problem. We've got several Norskins coming on over to try to throw down, which should be easy stuff. Barrel Legion's wiped out. We're going to come to destroy the dragon's death. Let's instead...
desire to dream.
He wants to dream. We'll spend a turn replenishing. If we can do any more recruiting, we definitely will. Outpost construction, Nangao Forges has been finished up, so the great inventions of the City of Smoke generate more wealth than most other empires put together. We are fortunate indeed that it shares its technologies with us. We have the guns, right?
The Storm Dragon.
Go deal with Halber and Karen.
I decree.
And there's Kairos. When Azag has come on over to face us as well, so we've got... Or not Kairos, but Kolek.
Yearn to return to my forge.
We've got lots of nasty running to roll on in and throw down. Luckily, he's only got 2 units of actual Dragon Ogres. I would say the most dangerous thing... How much missile resist are you at, Kolek? 35%. Probably not enough. He does have Star Crusher, though, so he's going to be a nasty contender.
Defender.
Let's move up. Slay Karen, and then we'll move to help out Zhao and Peng.
Might of the Storm.
If they're bringing all their masses, we'll have to group up.
You shall resist.
Karate Chop, and we'll take the... Really like to get the headsman trait from Yao Ying. Let's make sure we've got plenty of soldiers.
They have no other way. Ready to defend.
Have no other way.
Not a chance.
I don't think any of them can actually reach.
The Storm Dragon.
I don't want to take the chance, so let's just have Meow go into... We'll have to put a march.
We saw
Move in to help out.
Triumphant wings.
Instrument of the divine.
See if it lets us claim victory now. Otherwise, we'll just have him go back into... We won't be able to go into a camp stance.
Oh, Xiangyang, worship
Interesting.
me. Rest while we can.
This might get a little bit spicy. Yeah, even the odds a bit here. I think Final Transmutation is the best one to go for. We'll have so many spellcasters, though, with the three of them together that I'll likely not be casting spells with all of them. Well, our next technology, we can go in for the... Oh, wait, it doesn't take a single turn? Our research rate must be lacking. Any of these others more useful, though? That's for Celestial Dragon crossbows, which we don't actually have too many of yet. That's for the Dragon Guard as well. Movement range sounds pretty good. Ward save plus 20%. More bonus infantry for the Onyx Crowman. Ooh, that's the way. Let's go for the Alchemist Compact over here towards the Grace of the Dragon Empress.
Even now, we learn.
Even now. Trying to get over to Yuan Bo, not Shenyang. Looks like they're just going to sit outside of Itza because they want back in. Sorry, lizards. Itza belongs to me now.
Celestial General.
Leave you to deal with the dog burglar. Looks like we should probably send some troops north. We did break the agreement with... So we broke agreements with Mother Astankia? Because we didn't join the war against the Daughters of the... I'm confused. I must have misread that previously. Well, in that case, I think we will just keep everyone here. And we're going to go ahead and stamp out the last of the rat menace. So, Yuan Bo, let's come on down. Oixel is a main settlement, and there's likely a rat hiding in there.
Governor, an executioner.
Let's not be foolish. We'll come on out to in front of Ketsa.
We are used to hiding in plain sight.
Indeed. Hide in plain sight outside of Ketsa. And let's see if we can draw some of the rats out. No upgrades in Itza yet. We've got to wait several turns. Would help if we can lock down.
Seeps within.
Agree. We have the rush construction available. We do absolutely. This would slow down our Celestial Emissary. I really want to see what the Elite Astromancer with the unique trait does. If it's just kind of a very small, simple unique trait, not as useful. Because I would like to also rush construction here at the Star Tower. We can work on our Astromantic Relay already. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do that. We're going to rush construction, and we'll go for the next goal being that specialized Astromancer. 5 turns complete in a single one.
Something disrupts our harmony.
Disrupts our harmony. So in the... Well, actually, I think we're going to delete this building. We'll build up the Astromantic Relay. It'll take 5 turns. Then we'll throw in the actual defense building to go with it. And then Sima Ching here can come on over to defend.
Quick march.
Quick march. If you can't make it all the way, let's just go over to the Altar of the Horned Rat. Blood Swamps is defended by the Imperials now.
Safe harbor. Be on guard.
We're in March stance. You won't be able to do any recruitment this turn, so
Master of the Meteor Wind.
we'll get to it. Fine.
Stay vigilant.
March.
Avoid ambush.
Coming over here to Sabatun.
Celestial General. Celestial
Fang
General.
Fang, we could have you press towards the thrice cursed peak.
Enforce the dragon's will.
Kind of dragon teleportation stance would be great. We're going to attrition the whole way down, will we?
Soldiers of the dragon.
Good roast.
March.
Let's just get marching. Lower their
Dragon-blooded Shugunga.
overall control of the area. Or Yin buildings, then Chongli here.
Celestial General.
And press on up towards the Copper Landing. We should. We'll go out here and give him some more chaff. You've got over 4 infantry and otherwise
Attention.
stuff. 20,000 gold still to spend. Gonna try to use it mostly on more soldiers.
Magistrate reporting.
Recruit 2 here at Aymara Swamps, though. Hawks go to the next tier. The answer is no, but we will take the Temple of Yang up. better we can make
Lord
control,
Magistrate reporting. Lord
overall the better off we'll
Magistrate.
be. More archers just to defend. Since there is strife in the kingdoms above us. Elves and Mother Stanky are fighting. Oh, they finally did raise the graveyard. Good on ya. We already broke them. Oh, you know what? I'm getting our campaigns mixed up. In the Orion one, the Galleon's graveyard is completely surrounded by stacks of different elven nations, but they're not doing anything. So I had thought, oh, they finally raised it. Now that this was made, that's why it's been done. Picking up the control in Aymara. I'm not looking to spend that much on nonsense. Jian Qi can go up to a city as long as Fu Chao isn't ready. Ooh, but it is. Provincial capital in Fu Chao. I'd like to see the income number get even higher. Golden walls just being safe. They're not necessary at this point, but we might as well have them in. Controls looking great down here as well. Pingji Duan.
Celestial General.
I don't actually think we have the funds to recruit you any more soldiers at this point. You just keep on moving now. Quite like your corps. We'll give the rest of it crossbows, so let's go into March
Cover tracks with
and
him.
get Sprinton. Non-Lee should be the next place you can recruit.
I will take first watch. Let the men sleep.
That'll do. Who hasn't moved?
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
Our Ogre Destroyers. Gondrud has decided it's time to start rampaging around inside our territory. Bold strategy.
Lord of Yin and Yang. Make your
Oh,
ancestors
whoa,
proud.
159 lost. That's a bit ridiculous. You were actually thinking they would make it into combat, aren't you? Would never happen.
Execution is the only answer.
Mercenary, Chomp, Shield. No headsman, though.
Alchemist
And
of the
you-
House of Secrets.
Into replenishment? Are they replenishing?
None
No.
may direct my recipes.
You can come up here and start damaging buildings then, right? The Maw Gate.
Demolition is my goal.
Sure, if that gives them any. Well, it gives them some income.
A wasted experiment.
And it breaks their global recruitment. A wasted experiment. When you fail, you fail.
Shogungan Lord reporting.
Well, Hong Lao, you come on over and jump in with Jubo. But first, we'll try to hinder replenishment just to
Weakness shall fall upon
gain some experience.
another triumphant experiment.
That'll work. Of course, the ones I don't care about as much are going to be the ones that succeed, but
Celestial ancestors.
that's going to be the way. We have you go into an ambush,
Ye as
keep them from
knighted.
escaping. I don't think they want to escape.
Offspring of dragons.
Zhen Wu would fall pretty quickly.
I will be obeyed.
Could we sprint over to defend?
I obey only
Can we
the
defend?
great.
Wasn't thinking anyone would actually be able to break into our lines. I think we should be able to hold
Wind shaper.
them back here. It'd be great if we had some extra ROR units, though. Hanyu Port would not fall.
Celestial ancestors.
Zhen Wu is a different story. I might be willing to sacrifice her to try to
Erect
keep
a
it.
shrine to our ancestors. Natural.
See what we can
authority.
equip you up with. Anything at all? Helm of Discord will be great. Being able to stalk if you get 2 in danger would also be pretty good. Ward save is going to be very necessary. Purifying Mask. I don't think that actually works on the ogres. Healing would be great. Relic Sword. See if we can combine Relic and Warrior's Bane. There's some armor of silvered steel. We have no weapons. King Feng, we'll go ahead and steal this from you for now. That way we have something to try to zap the hero with. Razor Standard. Attrition would be great, just in case they try to sit there and surround for a while. Nothing else we can really grab, though. The Swordmaster will just drop their upkeep, but no, nothing great.
I was born to wield it.
Nothing world-shaping. Forward have we had? How's it moved? Was it Yanshan? Waiting, and Baldig has moved up. And we can have them both slain at once there, which is great.
Shogungan Lord reporting.
Get him, Yanshan. Really? You want to give the ogres a lot of benefit of the doubt, don't you? He's a large... Obviously, he's a large target. I was seeing if he was on his beastie or not. It doesn't look to be. Got a lot of crossbows here. Lots of magic. I think we should be able to rip them apart easily. Let's do it. Alrighty then. So the ogres are all set up in their own little choke point for us. That's perfect. Then we will go ahead. Since let's see how many of these ogres actually have forester there. Because I know the bulls do, usually. Oh, really? So they are still hindered by the forests. That's great. Do any of these guys have? Nope. Here is what we'll do. Set up between these two. We'll want to move forward with our lord to kind of make the enemy angry. That way they're charging over towards us. Otherwise they'll sit up on top of their hill spot and do nothing. Use the trees as a bit of cover. They will be willing to charge in, but only just. Down a little bit. Rest of the crossbowmen further behind, but we want them in the trees.
Warrior crossbows.
The way they're firing out of them.
Order and balance. Warrior crossbows.
A little bit over. All of our Jade warriors, which are actually not great against ogre bulls. They're not like Dawi, where they have that innate bonus versus large, or not a charge defense versus large. And like so. Have the center be a lot more sturdy. But our metal sorcerer, are you guys both on foot? You are, though, which makes moving forward a bit more dangerous. Should be stalking around, though, so we'll try to use that to our advantage. We'll drop the Spirit Leech down on the Tyrant. Try to drag that health down, and you guys can be scouts or Noblars. Spearmen in the woods. We will pull the Iron Hill guns a little ways apart from our unit. Everyone needs to be just a bit. Go out here. There we go. You guys taking a little bit more of a angled approach. And battle begin. You move on forward and drop that Spirit Leech. You have to get so close to get the Spirit Leech down. Just make yourself invisible for now. And move on in for the because that's going to be really dangerous. You know what? Good old waste of magic. Come on back. They are going to flee because we attacked them. Alright. That's always fun.
Stone and steel.
See if we get convinced them to come on down.
This is the way.
We have uncovered hidden foes. Red Alchemist, you gotta run. I've lured them towards us. Luckily, the ogres are not the most clever of lads. Keep running. Get scared is understandable, but keep on running.
Never conquered. Whatever.
Step the guns out, and that should be a smashing. And I would have sent him forward. That was a great idea. Fantastic idea. They're gone. Who's next? 30 seconds before their reinforcements arrive, and the shotguns start singing as well.
Long spears.
We'll bring the long spears to about here.
With joy.
So they're gonna retreat now.
Seeking elements.
That first charge, after that, they're not feeling it.
I go
Where are you going? Come on, ogres.
Step out.
Quit being difficult. We do enough damage to the Nobilars, they should decide to come on towards us.
An acceptable journey.
Come on, ogres, your reinforcements are here as well. Let's have a proper fight.
The path of metal. Alchemist reborn.
Front. Definitely gonna want the Iron Hail guns to be able to retreat. Here we move forward, here they come.
Out.
We're gonna drop the armor on the Tyrant. Shred them first.
Master of the winds.
Keep you hidden to come on this way. Also got the Scroll of Power to decrease all cooldowns. We'll do that to kind of double up on the
Secrets. A trail of secrets.
through. Not quite in range, so let's just let them shred the Gorgers then.
Light of secrets.
Keep them unsure. Not yet in range. He knows it. He knows getting in range is dangerous.
Harmony. Descendant
Swing it over and grab the Spirit Leech on Baldig.
Sorcerer's outcast.
Right, crossbows. Guard mode and destroy the Tyrant.
Iron Hail Gunners.
Move in formation.
Iron Hail get those shotguns singing.
Of steel.
Oh yeah, almost gone immediately with crossbow fire. That's awesome.
Tugendun Sorcerer.
Slow down these Iron Guts.
My elixirs are ready.
Raise the dragon.
Ready as always.
Guard modes, they don't advance.
Anything for Cathay.
That was already a mistake.
Born of
Slowed them
dragons.
down, but not enough. Gonna be a nasty charge. Go ahead and try to pull them away from that nonsense there. Let the shotgun or the crossbows
Crossbow.
start blasting away.
Master metallurgist.
More damage than I would have wanted to. Roman, come on back. We've kept them good and distracted for a moment. Those Iron Guts are gone.
The celestial fate.
They did their damage though.
Good positioning.
30 of our troops fell.
Thoughts in harmony.
Come on back into the trees.
Sent by dragons.
And use the trees themselves.
Move in formation. Move as wind.
Away from the enemy there.
As one.
Let the spears be the bulwark. Try not to take too much damage from the Noblars.
Fire in the blood.
Speaking of Noblars, go ahead and eliminate this group.
Jade crossbow.
Back through the line. Drop down the Spirit Leech on her if you can, or the
One stone and steel.
surround and destroy that group. And we should have them.
In harmony.
Iron Hail Gunners.
Iron Hail Devastation.
Balance.
They may choose to run into the woods. They tend to not to, though. Poor little Noblars. They're going to unleash their traps. Hopefully we can deal with them before they actually get that
Stone and steel.
in properly, though.
Important ranks. Sorcerer
Lower
of
the armor on the Iron Guts. Fighting an ogre would be quite a daunting kind of trip if he's going to pretend like he's down. Death by 1,000 cuts there, buddy. They flee. Incredibly brave. They knocked over our lord once more here.
The winds.
He's probably taken a fair few bruises. Bunch of scaredy cats. Wouldn't you be? They're gonna start tripping each other so they can actually leave. Oh, he's still throwing spears at our crows. Pull them on back. And let this poor fool get eviscerated by crossbows. Advance. Advance. Shotguns are not out of ammo yet. We'll send them on in. There we go. Just a few more volleys and that guy should be good and ready to fall over. Splinters are super effective. Go! Well, some of the ogres managed to escape, but not many. We'll send the crows after the ones that we can actually catch. Just in a moment. And after that one, we'll have to rename the enemy Lord Ball Dig Bolt Muncher. I'll go ahead and venerate the losses, that way we get as close to full as we can. And from there, we should be able to auto-resolve the Veil of Titans pretty easily.
I will butcher any who interfere.
And then when we are defending a settlement, we have some barrier thanks to all of our defensive bastion settlements. So let's go ahead and have you go on Shan and just move in and claim the Veil of Titans. Before we do though, let's make sure we can minimize casualties by making them nice and deadly.
Witness their demise.
You've got 81 at gold chevron. Yes, you absolutely do. So let's go ahead and grab the fast hands. Missile strength reload time reduction for all of our archers. Also a bit of extra resistance.
It is mine by blood right.
32 strength. That's really not bad at all. It's a huge drop off between them. 9.9 seconds on the reload as opposed to 11.4, so it is a fair reduction.
Dismantle them.
Let's go for magical reserves on Mingyu. And finish off the Veil.
We will bring
0 lost. We took down 2 armies. We'll go ahead and claim.
an extension of the Empire.
Rebuilding the ogre kingdoms in our image.
Natural authority.
Angao Forge already there, and the merchant caravans. We'll go ahead and keep neither. We want to build this up how we want it.
Wind Shaper.
And we might as well also grab the Blades of the Bastion. For that extra melee defense and spell resistance for all of our front line. A lot of them are getting very close to gold chevron as well. All we're likely to be doing is to replacing a few of these Jade Warriors with the Halberd variant. We're not going to be doing it here because we are so deep in enemy lines. Now it's nearly rank 5, which is awesome. Dragging it up to the next tier. Buildings are progressing quite quickly.
I bear the arms of Reggie. They serve me.
Somehow, Tian, you managed to survive against the Black Orc onslaught. Let's make sure they don't leave.
Lord Magistrate.
Your inspired marksmanship, I think, was part of the reason you won. Let's go for sure aim, though, to make sure those crossbows are really singing.
Upper hand, indeed.
Indeed.
I can visualize.
I think also that extra 25% physical resistance is partly the only reason we made it through there.
I demand their head.
I'm here for it, though.
Earn the
Finish off
Emperor's
Draug.
boundless love.
Pretty extreme cost to ourselves, though.
Their lives are forfeit.
Rampagers standard. Should be good on our lances.
Cathay Eternal.
You just get as close to Isleheart as you can. We will stake our claim, become the Elector Count of Midland, looks like. Excellent idea. And they're having some problems, aren't they? The Empire, everyone wants a piece. Sylvania's got Stirland, Averland, and looks like they've taken out the Golden Order as well. It's been busy. Hopefully we can help stem the tide. Yeah, the Ice Court, too, has been pushed back to Zavastra. Enemies on both sides, pretty nasty ones, too. Once we can start lending aid with the, I think the tides will be turned pretty quickly, but until then,
Dragon-blooded Shugunga.
it's gonna be nasty for our allies there. Gorst is back with a whole heap of kind of
Such a thing is impossible.
units. Let's have Min C retreat.
Sent by our
And let's have Young Sun move to attack
There is
Campbelltown.
merit in this. Earn the Emperor's love.
A fair few, as is customary when fighting ogres.
An extension of the Empire.
They've got layers. Hard to cut through.
Natural authority.
Son, I think for you it's going to be best to grab whatever makes our cannons better.
The dragon blooded.
Eastern Fires is more ammunition for the cannons. See, now that's not what I want. Guess we'll strength up by 8%. Well, in that case, let's just go for Unyielding for our front line.
Lord of Yin and Yang.
Stone Gaze, more weapon strength. Armor for the Lions. Yeah, no, let's go for Unyielding. Make sure our front line is very sturdy.
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
Sure aim for King Lin. Run through and grab a bunch of skills. We'll grab Strike Control for you. Finish off those passives. Kian. Let's grab the last bump to the range advantage there, and then we'll come back over and start grabbing some of these other inspired abilities. So we can use more of them, or all of them at once, and on cooldown, which is pretty great. Before, they were mutually exclusive, where you had to pick one of the three.
Surely a gift from the dragons.
Truly. Shambletown has the Labor Bureau. Monopoly Gorge has the conscription field. So we're in balance. That works out. I'm not going to spend any gold here, then. Maybe at Knobbly Gorge. That's a pretty hefty maybe. Back to going for it. We'll throw in the defensive buildings in both of these. We've got walls. Then hopefully we can just keep stemming the tide of undeath. They can just keep handing me all of their goodies, which seems to be what's going on right now. Alright, Kevin.
Grand Cathay.
Keep exploring and finding me more rats.
I will pull their strings.
Do it. Preferably the ones that lead to the warp stone stashes. We can start doing some explosives. A great green nuclear explosion for the Sentinels. Oh, wow, that's gonna be a hard one to break. Or not. Garrisons are very dangerous, aren't they?
Celestial
Said with no amount of sarcasm. Alright, sweet business. After all that, that'll be the turn.
My functionaries are at your
Well,
disposal.
hello, Cetra. Strength rank 6. You're 5 beneath me. Join the war against the exiles of Khorne. Well, if it will make us better friends, I'm here for it. I don't think the exiles are going to get out of the Badlands anytime soon. And even if they are, come at me. Alright, looks like we've got more toads rolling around with the last defenders. Spittle and Pestilence have formed into one, which I kind of figured was going to happen always eventually. Shadow Gate has been wiped out, and we need to disable the Druki at the Copper Landing, which we were about to do anyway. King Yu's caravan has completed. Demand for trade goods and myrmidons is now reduced. We've gained the Sky Titan relic, 20% more research rate. That's what I like to see. It's some kind of relic cipher, a key to understanding the ancient lore of the Sky Titans. Heap of research rate.
Child
Sounds good to
of
me.
the Nine.
We have started a pretty aggressive campaign into Ogre territory to reclaim the Mountains of Morn, but for now, I'm going to be out of time for today. I have been at Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Thon. I'll see you on the next one.